Hello friends, it's Nia. Welcome to Life with Nia. Today we are checking in on our April budget to see where we are mid-month. I am going to talk about income, expenses, including business expenses, cash envelope sinking funds, savings and debt, and we'll check in with the goals as well. So for the month of April, I had anticipated $8,849 in income. Month to date, we are at $59.29, so that leaves us almost $3,000 short. We are about $29 and $20 short. So, it's always crazy to me. Like, I definitely, for the most part, do my budget based off of what I know is my guaranteed income, my salary from my job. And I know that Etsy income is, Studio Bliss Co income is not guaranteed, but it's wild how the variation from one month to the next can go. So this has been a very, very slow month. Like, I don't know that I've had a month this slow since first starting. And I'm not sure why. So that's the whole thing, separate and aside from that. So I think that there's going to be a significant shortfall. So a lot of the extra things that I'm doing, paying down a bigger portion of debt, saving more, purchasing things, would have to be adjusted if the income is not there. So that's where we're at on income. Like I said, we're about $2,900 short. There are still 2 more paychecks to come in, plus YouTube money will come this month. I've gone from every 2 months to every 3 months now on YouTube payments. They're just not there either. So I was never really counting on YouTube payments though. So that is where our income is. For our expenses, I did have a rent increase, so they're shady. That's all I'm gonna say. I've been here for a really long time, but they're shady. So it's only $50, but it definitely was not properly noticed, and so it is what it is. So my rent is going from $1,825 to $1,875. There's that. Because I wasn't able to get a really good accounting of what was going on with money as far as rent and utilities, I asked for an accounting record. I actually asked for it several months ago. And so I've stopped paying for extra towards utilities because I don't know where it's going. And like, I'll get a text saying, you owe utilities, and I know I don't. They have me having now a credit, a huge credit, but I think it's actually larger. So I'm going to reconcile that on my own to see where it truly is and if our numbers jive. And hopefully I'll have that done before April is over so that I know going into May where I stand. That's water, sewer, and trash, by the way. I pay gas and electric as well, but that's directly on my own through those utility companies. The goal this month was to pay down or pay off the PayPal. I have not done that just yet. I haven't put anything extra towards it because, like I said, there isn't a payment due, but the additional income was where that would have been coming from. I also did have the lettering box this month, so that was $45.22. I have $280 that is set aside to cover Petey's cardio appointment this month. That's coming out of my emergency fund. Then on the business expense side, I did have one new expense. I'm enrolled in this SEO, which is search engine optimization actually purchased a course, but now I'm enrolled in a monthly thing for it. And so it's $19 a month. The first 60 days were free. And we will see how long I continue to do that. I have found it to be helpful. So we've got that. I also plan to order sticker paper this month. Not sure how we're going to pay for it. But that is on the plan of things to do. And I'm still on the fence on canceling this Gold City, which is $29 a month. I've already been billed for this month. So the earliest I would be able to cancel is the May billing. I also, so I ordered a printer. It was $1,100. And when it arrived, it looked like it had been repackaged, meaning it was sent to someone else and they sent it back. I'm very leery at the moment. I don't have the best of luck in these types of situations, so I'm very leery. I purchased it through Amazon, but it was sent directly from a company, and I've sent it back to the company because it did not work. It would not print. And, you know, they've got all these little return rules if the serial numbers don't match. Well, the thing is, everything was covered up on the box. Like, you could tell there was a previous shipping label where it was sent to someone else, and that was covered up, the serial number. Like, it wasn't covered up, like it was ripped off, like that part of the printing of the box. So, you know, I don't feel very good about it. So let's hope I get my $1,100 back. Because, yeah, I ordered a different printer because the one I ordered, the first one was a Canon Pixma Pro 100. So it's a professional printer. And it was huge. The other thing is I had to use a whole dolly to wheel it into UPS to ship it back. Huge and very heavy. It's very hard to find that printer. And so Canon now has a 200 that is sort of the replacement for that printer. People who have had it for like over a decade with it working with no problem, but it's hard to find it. So my options to order the same one again, which would have been my first preference, are pretty much non-existent. So I ordered the 200, which has some good reviews. We'll see. The good news is that one was only like $700. So it's a little bit less, but I'm gonna need them to run my $1,100 back. Different company as well that the two were ordered through. So I'll let y'all know how that all comes out come the end of the month. For cash envelopes, there is a cash envelope video. My allergies are so bad today, y'all. We did $11.63 this month in cash envelopes and sinking fund cash envelopes. And so for our sinking funds, so far, I pulled $240 of the $280 I needed out of my emergency fund for Petey's appointment, which is this week. Then I also paid quarterly taxes, which was $712 and some change. So that came out of my tax fund. My regular taxes are still not done. I checked with my tax person on Friday, and they're not complete. I'm probably going to need to file an extension because I'm not feeling confident that they will be complete by Tuesday, and I really don't like that. And I think I'm going to owe, so it's really stressing me out. Plus, it impacts, you know, Roth contribution for 2022. It's a whole thing. So anyway, it has nothing to do with sinking funds. So, and then I pulled $247 out of my home sinking fund. I don't remember what that was for, though, off the top of my head, and I didn't look it up before I started this video. So, I think we'll see, like, the biggest hit this month to sinking funds coming out of the tax sinking fund. I also moved some money from, like, the Ally bucket, that is for retirement over to the actual Roth retirement account for 2022 and invested it. So that was like a major step for me. So that is where we're at on that. For savings, so this, for our savings, we are at $597.86 for the month. The goal this month is $750. So again, we are 153 short. There are 2 more weeks to go. But it's like going to be a stretch. I don't know that we will make $750 this month, just because we have a income problem. So that impacts what we are able to save. For debt, side note, is this not the cutest calculator? This was in my budget box from Nora's Cove, and I love it. It is the little things that bring me joy. So for debt, we had a goal this month to get the debt down. The goal is $27,000, and this is focused debt, doesn't include those lovely student loans, which would be paying down $1,151. So mid-month check-in, it's kind of difficult because a lot of these things are not done until towards the end of the month. So from what has been done, and then if I add everything else in and all things stay the same, which they won't, we are at $27,451, which means we're about $450-ish away from hitting the goal. So I think as far as the, and if I can get the PayPal paid off, I think as far as the debt, I think we will hit that goal. But without an influx of income, something has to give. I'm not going to be able to hit the debt goal and the savings goal unless there is just like major income coming in. So we are plugging away at the debt. One thing I am going to do, I actually already did it, but I'm waiting for the card to arrive, is I opened a new credit card account, and they have 15 months of 0 interest. So I am going to transfer over the Ashley and the Discover, which those 2 alone is probably about $150 a month in interest that I'm going to save. And then, of course, I'm not going to take 15 months to pay it off. Ultimately, I'd like to get those 2 paid down. Let's see. Again, dependent upon income. That would be like, let's just say for easy numbers, $3,800, because I'm sure some interest will happen before I can get it done. And then I think there is like a 3% transfer fee, but it may be 0 as well. I don't remember. But $3,800. 6 months would be $633 a month, which I could swing. 5 months would be $760. So somewhere between, I think, like 4 and 6 months, I want to have those 2 paid off. So that is what I'm working on for debt. And then, if I can pay those off in even 6 months, like, that would save me $900 in interest. That is insane. Interest is just very interesting. So that's what I got going on over here. So that is my budget check-in for April. One thing that's actually different this month as well is I did get gas on April 1st, and I have made a few trips that are sort of further than I'm normally going, because I've been working on some projects. And so I purchased $40 worth of gas on the 1st, and I will probably need to get gas maybe this week. So twice this month, which is a little bit of an anomaly for me. Usually I can get gas 1 time per month and I'm good. But our gas fund is pretty well stocked, so it's not an issue. We started the month with 150. We're at 110. I am tapped out on eating out, but I probably will still eat out 1 or 2 times this month. I can't see myself going 2 weeks without having something out. And then groceries, we're in good shape. We have another $104 left. So that is where we're at this month for the month of April in our budget. Let me know how your budget is going this month. And of course, if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to post those down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you at the end of April when we check in to see how everything shaked out. Talk to you later. Bye.